Welcome back. The 13th annual Baxter Dance Festival is back with over 64 new pieces by 73 choreographers. Now, the 2017 Baxter Dance Festival, it will consist of the main program, which will include invited and commissioned works, as well as work by recognized professional choreographers. The Baxter Dance Festival aims to create platforms for both emerging and professional dancers, giving them an opportunity to showcase their craft. We're joined from our Cape Town studios by the festival director, Nicolette Moses. A very good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you.
Now, Nicolette, the festival has grown in leaps and bounds over the years, attracting dancers from all walks of life. I mean, how has it been like? How's the journey been like, the journey of dance for you and so many young dancers out there who've been a part of just uplifting and carrying the flag of dance in the country?
You know, the fact that we are in our 13th year this year, I kind of feel like I have this teenage baby that's grown up, and it's been amazing to watch dance makers over the 13-year period come through the ranks. Many of them started on the fringe and have graduated to being on the main program. It also just goes to show that the industry of dance is alive and kicking in Cape Town and thriving. And my plea to people is to encourage this platform and to nurture it so that it does have a life beyond the 13 years.
And what has it meant for you on both a personal and professional capacity to see the great contribution that you are making to dance in the country? And of course, what has the festival done for the development of dance in South Africa?
Well, you know, very often dance makers don't have an opportunity to present their work on a professional platform because I'm sure you can appreciate that it is a rather expensive exercise. However, this platform does take care of all the production headaches, all the marketing and PR headaches, and carries the costs of those things, which means that the dance makers only need to focus on their craft, on the dance, and presenting a work that they can be proud of. For me personally, it's just been an amazing journey, you know, being able to create a platform where people get to see and share the work of others, because very often we work in a bubble and we don't get to see other people's work. So this platform does lend itself to that. So it's wonderful that people can share. We also have some master classes, and you know, every evening before the main program we have a class taught by a different teacher every evening before everyone goes on stage to present their performance at 8 o'clock. So our main program runs nightly at 8, and then on Saturday the 7th we have the off-main program, which is a bridge between the main and the fringe. And our fringe program, which is a free-for-all and a wonderful, wonderful afternoon of dance, is on Saturday the 14th at 1.
Now, Nicolette, when it comes to the arts, I mean, I think one of the biggest pains is not having sufficient funding. But how have you managed to sustain the festival after so many years and just keep it going and also just keep the interest from young dancers and choreographers alike interested in this project?
Well, the funding situation is always a headache. In fact, this year I'm working with a hell of a lot less funding than I had in previous years. But I have a few stalwarts who have stuck with us and have supported the program over the 13-year period, actually, which is very encouraging. So obviously we're doing something right. But the quest for funding is ongoing. I just wish and pray that we get to a situation where we can have people coming forward and wanting to support dance, because at the end of the day, we are all fighting for one common goal, and that's the survival of dance as an art form. And we do want to present it on platforms that we can all be proud of.
Now, what have you introduced this year that is especially unique to the Baxter Dance Festival? And how can people get a hold of tickets?
Well, unique to this year is how we went about selecting the choreographer for the commissioned work, because we commission a work every year. We're very fortunate to be working with Temba Mbuli, who was the Standard Bank Young Artist last year. We're also very fortunate, and this is, yes, there's no funding, and if we use that as a crutch to say we can't do this, we can't do the festival because there's no money, then we wouldn't do anything. So it's lots of negotiation. We've managed to get moving into dance. They're in Norway at the moment, so they're coming from Norway and they're coming straight here. They're going to be doing the opening 2 performances. So it's all very exciting, and there are lots of newcomers to the program, which is encouraging. Again, going to show that there's a lot of dance happening in Cape Town, and we do have a need for a platform such as this in our province.
Nicolette, thank you so much for your time and all the best with this year's Baxter Dance Festival. We're certainly looking forward to all the great work that you'll be creating. That's Artistic Director Nicolette Moses of the Baxter Dance Festival, which, she was talking to us about this year's program from our Cape Town studios. It's going to be big, happening between the 5th to the 14th of October.